We established the cardinal rule of AI in healthcare, the human in the loop. These algorithms function as narrow tools designed to support clinicians under human oversight. We are now looking at the first major clinical application where this rule is put to the test: AI systems designed to read medical images. To understand how these algorithms actually work on the hospital floor, we will walk through 4 key areas: teaching a computer to see a scan, judging its performance with sensitivity and specificity, the second reader model, and a case study in autonomous screening. Before an AI can assist a doctor, it has to learn how to look at a cluster of pixels and actually recognize the specific signs of a disease. Let's start with how we teach a computer to see a scan. Hospitals generate massive amounts of visual data through medical imaging, the field that creates X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, and ultrasounds. The medical specialty highly trained to read these images is radiology. Because radiology produces so many images, it provides the perfect training ground for computer vision. This is a branch of machine learning where a computer learns to interpret pictures. To build a system that detects pneumonia, researchers feed it thousands of chest X-rays that human radiologists have already labeled as either clear or pneumonia. The system studies those examples until it learns the specific patterns of light and shadow that indicate disease. When this type of computer vision helps clinicians interpret medical images in a hospital, it is called computer-aided diagnosis. While a human radiologist possesses years of deep expertise, even the best doctors can face fatigue or distraction. A well-built AI model serves as a tireless helper for one narrow job. It can compare a single scan against thousands of past examples in a fraction of a second, flagging unusual pixels that deserve closer attention. Spotting a faint visual pattern is a specialized strength for AI, but that pattern is only useful if clinicians know exactly how much they can trust the machine's math. That brings us to judging a medical AI. When you see a claim that a new medical algorithm is 94% accurate, look for the technical details. If a specific disease is rare, a weak algorithm could guess healthy every time and appear highly accurate while missing every sick patient. In medicine, we rely on 2 more precise metrics. The first is sensitivity. This measures the fraction of people who truly have the disease that the test correctly caught. A highly sensitive test ensures fewer sick patients are missed. The second is specificity. This measures the fraction of truly healthy people the test correctly cleared. High specificity ensures fewer healthy people receive false alarms and unnecessary follow-up care. These 2 numbers naturally pull against each other. If you calibrate a test to flag disease more easily to ensure you catch every true case, you raise sensitivity, but you also create more false alarms, which lowers specificity. Doctors must balance this scale based on the severity of the disease they are screening for. We can see how this works behind the algorithm. An image model usually outputs a score, such as 0.91 likely abnormal. Engineers set a cutoff threshold using a slider like this one. If the score is above the cutoff, the scan is flagged. If it falls below, the scan is cleared. Adjusting this cutoff is how a hospital tunes an AI system to match its own specific patient priorities and clinical goals. Once tuned, the AI usually enters the hospital as a second reader. Under this model, the human radiologist reads the scan, and the AI reads it too. We see this in breast cancer screening. Research shows a doctor and an AI working together catch cancers that either might miss alone. Looking at this digital work list, we can see another major real-world impact: triage. If the AI spots a highly time-critical pattern, like a collapsed lung or a possible stroke, it automatically moves that scan to the front of the radiologist's queue. The system ensures the human expert sees the most urgent cases sooner. This is why headlines claiming that an AI outperformed doctors at reading scans require a second look. Those studies often compare software against a single doctor working alone under artificial pressure. Real-world medicine is a team approach. The metric that truly matters is whether a doctor plus an AI outperforms a doctor working alone. In practice, that combined team is the gold standard that keeps the human-in-the-loop rule intact. However, there is a rare exception to the rule. This scan shows the back of a human eye. Doctors are looking for diabetic retinopathy, a leading cause of preventable blindness. In 2018, the FDA cleared Luminetics Core as the first AI device allowed to deliver a diagnosis autonomously, without a specialist. The workflow is designed for primary care. A nurse photographs the eye, and the AI analyzes the image. It either determines there are no signs of significant disease and tells the patient to rescreen later, or it identifies danger and refers the patient to an eye doctor. This autonomy was granted because of 3 strict safety guards. The task is narrow and well-defined, it underwent rigorous testing on a diverse population, and it features a built-in safety valve that refers any uncertain cases to a human specialist. Full diagnostic autonomy remains rare. It must be earned through these strict safety controls, meaning that in almost all other medical imaging, the AI flags and the human decides. As our summary shows, medical image AI is built on collaboration. Algorithms learn from labeled examples and are judged by sensitivity and specificity, and primarily function as assistants that help human experts focus their attention. AI is currently changing how we see and triage disease in the clinic, but identified symptoms are only half the battle. Next, we will explore how AI is radically accelerating the way we discover the drugs used to treat them.